Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best budget cards to buy at each position here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM right now. So, admittedly, content the last couple weeks, especially the Friday content, has not been super conducive to great budget content. But to be fair, last weekend's Wild West set did drop a few good budget cards, and hopefully we are going to start to see more good budget cards drop throughout Season 5, because the All-Star drop certainly did a number to the budget scene in my team, I would say right now, and hopefully that will be able to get rebuilt over these next few weeks with more budget cards and more good budget cards. Before we hop into the video though, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe, and without further ado, let's hop right into it. Start off with the point guard position. I do think there are a couple pretty good budget point guards, starting off with easily, in my opinion, the best, which is this Diamond Marcus Smart, 31,000 MT for a really good defensive PG who also has a very nice release, 90 driving dunk, great slasher, really good defender though. That's where he excels for sure. His most is Hoff anchor, challenger, clamps, glove, post lockdown, things like that on the defensive end. He's got the Hoff blow by, speed booster, bulldozer as well, which is really nice, but then the right stick gripper, 94 feet, all that type of stuff. He is a really versatile, really good defensive PG with a really fast release, nice behind the back, great drag back, all that type of stuff. Needs shooting badges added to reach his full potential, but at the same time, I think he's a really good card, and I think he's definitely the best budget point guard right now. Outside of that, I don't think there's another like great budget point guard that you can get. Now, I will say the Spencer Dinwiddie for 21,000 MT that you can get out of this path to All-Star is actually a pretty good option if you don't, or you could potentially have already had him for free if you grinded out the path to All-Star. You already have this card for free, but you could just buy him for 21K. He is pretty darn good as a budget point guard. 6'5", 95 offense, 92 defense, 91 3 ball, 80 driving dunk isn't insane, but he's a pretty solid defender. He's got the gold clamps. He's got 93 speed. He's got Hoff catch and shoot, limitless range, and blow by. Pretty versatile, really versatile offensive card. Solid enough defensively, like just a pretty solid card. He's not insanely athletic as a slasher, but he's a capable enough finisher. I think that Dinwiddie card is pretty good. And then one other card that I will throw out there as just kind of a weird name, but I think he's still very good. A card that I talked about a ton a while ago, but I've definitely stopped talking about at this point, but it's the Season Rewind Dante DiVincenzo. This card is now dropped in price all the way down to 63,000 MT, which admittedly is still not insanely cheap. That's expensive even for a budget card, but he is a really good defender with a very nice release who is a capable enough slasher as well. I thought this card was like the best point guard in the game not that long ago, but then they dropped a bunch of new cards. At the same time, he's still good, still versatile defender, still has limitless range, still a solid enough finisher, still has speed booster, unpluckable, but handles for days, all that type of stuff on gold. Capable defensive point guard, or very good defensive point guard, who's also super solid offensively. I think he's a really nice option, and so we start with him, or we'll finish with him, I should say, at the point guard spot. Shooting guard, best budget shooting guard to buy still is definitely Peyton Watson. I just think for the value that you get out of this Peyton Watson card, I forget which set he is seismic right here. A little bit less than 21,000 MT now, 19,950 for a 6'7" elite defensive shooting guard with a release that's on quick. Really good. Just overall a great card. He's one of the best budget cards in the game still, and I think he's an amazing option for that price point. Outside of that, I'd probably go with this level up Alex English. I think he's actually really good as well. He's still about 44,000 MT, and he's seriously good. He is a really nice release. Very capable defensively. I think he's a pretty good option as like a budget shooting guard as well, although he does not have limitless range, which is a pretty important badge. You'd like to see that on him. One other guy that I will say, another card who is an older card but has dropped a lot in price and is now a lot better, is this "'Tis the Season Past" Ron Artest. This card came out over 2 months ago at this point, but he is still very capable as a 3-and-D shooting guard for like about 650K now, I think is what he costs. So as a 3-and-D 6'7" shooting guard who's got a absolutely butter release and is a really good defender, may not give you much shot creation at all at this point in the game, but still a usable enough card at the shooting guard position. I think Ron Artest is a good option, so I would throw him in there as well. Now, newer budget card, another one of the really good ones that came out on Friday, was this Wild West Leonard Miller at the small forward position. This Amethyst Leonard Miller is a monster, a 6'10" small forward who is really versatile, can defend, can slash, good athlete, nice release, 85 3 ball, 85 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, versatile defender, 88 speed, 87 speed ball, 87 excel, really nice animations as well. Huff posterizer, blow by, 47 gold badges, and very complete gold badges as well. He's got like the limitless range, anchor, clamp, speed booster, handles for days, all the key badges changes at the small forward position. He's got all the versatility, which is really, really nice, and I think he's a great, great card. Actually, I'm sorry, he does not have limitless range, but he can get it, I believe. Regardless, Leonard Miller is a great card. He is an awesome, awesome budget card. I think he's a great choice. Another more outdated budget card, I say outdated, older card that I think is really good now that he's dropped in price. Again, another one of those guys is the Luol Deng that came out right here with 25th anniversary. This small forward Luol Deng is a card that I was really high on for a long time, and I still think he could be a really good budget small forward. He's under 50K now. 6'9", 86 offense, 99 defense, 87 3 ball, 80 driving dunk, 83 ball handle means with the ball handle shoe he can burst, and then defensively he's very, very good. Defense is where he really shines. 9 hoffs include catch and shoot, corner specialist, challenger, clamps, glove, interceptor, off up, post lockdown, and workhorse. He's got anchor on gold. He's got speed booster on gold. He's got limitless on gold. He's got all that type of stuff. He's actually a very, very good card, and I think he's a versatile enough option where I think putting him at small forward is still not a bad option at all. I think he's a great budget card. One other good budget card is Taylor Hendricks. Came out a couple weeks ago. I've talked about this card a decent chunk. I forget which set he even was in. I think he was Seismic as well, actually. Yeah, this Taylor Hendricks, another good budget card. He's not quite as good as Peyton Watson in terms of budget wings, but really nice 3-and-D, solid enough defensively, 6'9", good release, good athlete, solid option at small forward. Now, power forward, I will say the power forward position is the one position that kind of is missing really good buyable budget cards, but I will say there are 2 very good free cards that you could have gotten at power forward. Really, there's more than that in terms of free power forwards that you could run. Between Tyson Chandler, Chet Holmgren, Willis Reed from last season in the what was it called, Path to All-Star, which, by the way, you can still buy that Willis Reed. He's 84,000 MT, which I would say is a little more expensive than what I would generally consider a budget card, but at the same time, considering he was free, and he's here and he will continue to drop in price and is buyable if you want to get him. I think Willis Reed's a really good power forward. That Chet Holmgren for the lifetime agenda obviously is amazing. And if you don't have him yet, I really don't know what you're doing unless you are just brand new to my team for 200 blocks. That Pink Diamond Embiid is expired now, the free moments Embiid, but if you got him, he's great at power forward. Tyson Chandler from Triple Threat Online is incredible. Even guys like Thurl Bailey from last season's Unlimited, that new Jaren Jackson Jr. that's grindable with the Reeves set. Like, in all honesty, I don't think there are very many budget power forwards that are buyable that can compete with any of those top free cards. So for me, I don't think you really want to spend too much time worried about the budget power forwards. Now, I will say there is one decent budget power forward that I would consider buying if you need somebody to fill a spot. And honestly, that guy is, I forget which set he's in. I think he's Lunar New Year. It's this Al Harrington card. He's actually pretty good. He defends well. And he's got a really good offensive release. I believe he has Hoff Limitless as well. So Hoff Catch and Shoot Deadeye and Bulldozer does not have Limitless on Hoff. I'm sorry, but I think he has it on Gold. He does, yes. Pretty good playmaker, actually, and then really good defender and capable defender. Has a move, one forcer, clamps, anchor, brick wall, that type of stuff. Does a lot of things well at the power forward position. I think he's a really solid card. If you need a budget power forward, this is probably the only one that I would really consider running. At the center spot, there's a couple solid budget centers. In all honesty, I think the best priced center is this Diamond David Robinson. I know he's a couple months old, but he is a great interior defender still with a really nice catch and shoot release, who has enough speed at the center spot. Like, I think this D-Rob, despite not having limitless range and things like that, is still a really, really good card at the center position. I think he's been a top tier big for a long time, and I know he's a diamond, but I still think he is usable enough at the center spot for sure. Outside of that, couple more budget centers, I would go the new diamond Marcus Camby is a good option for sure. I think he is his release is bad, but everything else about the card is really good. His release is admittedly ugly, but he's very athletic, great defender, really great standing dunker, 95 standing and driving dunk, 98 block, 98 interior, 95 steal, 88 speed, 85 speed ball, 94 lateral quickness. Really good versatile defender, back down punisher, posterizer, rise up, anchor, post lockdown, brick wall, precision dunker, big jar, blow by, bulldozer, no movable enforcer on Hoff. You had a couple shooting badges to him, but he's a very, very good card. But I will say the release is not amazing, so you got to keep that in mind. Outside of that, a couple other budget centers. I mean, guys like Amethyst Miles, Mo Bamba, Amethyst Miles Turner would be good filler options. But besides that, again, I would go target, again, those free cards that you can earn. So, yeah, that is that for this video. That is going to do it for these budget cards. Hopefully is interesting to you. Hopefully it does help you out and give you some good options at each position that you can look towards if you are trying to upgrade your team. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.